What's up? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the politics and BS.
Social media platforms removed his ability to communicate with his supporters. Armed FBI agents raided his home. Democrat judges and prosecutors bent the law to arrest him, and multiple assassins tried to kill him. But God miraculously spared the president's life. I think it's undeniable, and he did it for an obvious purpose. And his presidency and his life are the fruits of divine providence, and he points that out obviously now all the time, and he's right to do so. As President Trump has lived since, with the acknowledgement every day since, he has acknowledged that each new day isn't guaranteed to us. It isn't to any of us, and that's why we're not wasting any time. It's why he remains so strong and resilient. It's why we have such a sense of urgency. President Trump took a bullet to his head. He got up shortly thereafter. He pleaded with the crowd to fight, and then he went on to win a historic election less than 4 months later. America's changed because he survived that day.
So you guys, this is the BS that I'm talking about. Listen, if you're not subscribed to my other YouTube channel, I'm going to put the link in the description box. Please go over there and subscribe, because I'm going to do more content like this about news and politics over on my Headline Blaze YouTube channel. But every now and then I'll do some of the politics and BS over here, and this is one that I just wanted to talk about real quick. This is the BS that I'm talking about when it comes to politics, because let's be clear. Donald Trump's life was not saved and spared because God wanted that to happen for him. To say God miraculously saved the president's life, honestly, I feel is blasphemy, because all of the people that are dying every day due to factors that are beyond their control, health, weather situations, like we have people that have literally been swept away in floods, that I believe he had a huge factor in those situations happening the way that they did happen. Because let's be clear, if Joe Biden was the president when that happened, they all would be blaming him for it, right? But now they're saying, oh, well, that was an act of God. They literally have said that that was an act of God, but they're going to say that God saved Donald Trump's life from prosecution. Really, from prosecution and from a so-called bullet, allegedly, by an AK-47 that scraped his ear. And let me tell you something. I don't believe it. I don't care if anybody calls me a conspiracy theorist, but I'm telling you guys, if he literally got hit by AK-47, if that bullet hit him, it would not have just scraped his ear, and then after a couple of weeks, his ear would be completely healed up. I got nicked in my finger by a slicer that I use to cut up vegetables, and I still am not healed. And it was a nick. It wasn't even like it fully cut through it, and I'm still not healed. I got shot in my leg by a BB gun when I was a little girl. I believe I was in elementary school. And back in those days, my cousins and brother, they would, use the BB gun in the backyard shooting at birds. And a bullet hit me in the leg. I got hit by a BB gun. I still have the scar in my leg from the BB gun. But you mean to tell me he got hit by a bullet from an AK-47? And where's the family of the person, the young man, whose family was actually MAGA, and they took his life? Where's that family? And the guy who was at the rally, his life was taken. So he left behind a wife and children. So it was God's will for that man to lose his life so that Donald Trump's life could be spared. Get the F out of here with that BS. I'm so sick of these people using religion. It's mockery. It's blasphemy. I don't agree with it. I don't believe that BS. I'm sorry, I don't. And you can call me what you want to call me, but I am a believer in God, but I don't believe in this BS. The stuff that they are trying to spout, and to say that God spared his life for the sake of this country and that the country is better off for it. Millions of people are being harassed, targeted, deported. People are losing their jobs. They're not really being honest about the economy and the way things really are. There are people in government positions that are fearing losing their jobs. Some have already lost their jobs. People can't afford to buy houses because the housing market is atrocious. So many other things that we could talk about. I saw a report where the Trump administration is going to be destroying, I believe it was either 500 or 5,000 tons of food. When there are people who need that aid, they're cutting aid to poor countries. He doesn't want people coming here from so-called asshole countries, but you're telling me that God saved his life for the sake of this nation. And let's be clear, Donald Trump has spoken about this before, but I've never heard him say, I thank God that my life was spared, or I thank God for saving me. I thank God for keeping me protected. I wouldn't even mind if he said, I'm thankful to still be here because I got injured. I'd take that. I wouldn't agree with him, but I'm just saying I would take that. But his narcissistic self, what he's pretty much doing when he says what he says about God sparing his life, it's an egotistical, narcissistic move. It's not a thankful thing. It's I am important, and that's why I'm here. God spared my life because I am so important. I needed to still be here so that I could be your president. So you all need to be thanking me that I'm still here because God has spared my life and I'm here for you. Not him saying, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm humbled by the experience that I went through. My life was spared. Thank you to the Secret Service who jumped in at that time to move me away from the podium and acting quickly and swiftly. No, he started blaming people in the Secret Service and getting people fired, and then also saying God saved his life so that he could be the president. So it's all about ego and narcissistic tendencies. It's not about thankfulness. It's not about humility. It's not about being grateful. And I still don't believe that he actually was SHOT, powed by that weapon. I don't. It looks fake. I'm sorry. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. I have the right to feel how I feel, and that's how I feel. And like I said, I have experience. I got shot by a BB gun when I was a child. I'm in my 40s, and I still have the scar in my leg to this day. But his ear miraculously healed up after a bullet from an AK-47 swiped his ear. It didn't puncture any part of his body. Get out of here. His ear at the least would have been blown off, if not more. But he got like a little nick and a portion of skin broke and some so-called, blood was pouring. I'm sorry. No, I don't buy it, guys. I don't. But for them to boost this ego of this narcissistic clown to say that God miraculously saved his life. This is the BS that I'm talking about when it comes to politics, guys. They need to stop playing with God. I'm so sick and tired of these people using God and using religion for their benefit when, like I have said over and over again, if Jesus was walking the United States of America's streets right now, ICE would have grabbed him up and had him in an ICE detention center ready to deport him to some part of the nation of Africa. Some country in the continent of Africa. Let's be clear. Or maybe sending him to Haiti. Or maybe possibly, somewhere in the Middle East. But definitely they would be looking at him as a migrant. Okay? So with all of that being said, don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, guys. I will have the link in the description box. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing, guys. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.